Hey everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play No Man's Sky, and it's a sad moment, ladies and gentlemen, a sad, sad moment, because we're gonna say goodbye to our ship. I never really named it, although I did come close to naming it the Rogue One. We could just call it the Rogue, because that's the only part of that name that I thought really suited this ship, and giving it a name makes this harder, but we are gonna have to say goodbye. Why, you might ask? Well, in a settlement not too far from here. Maybe it was even that one. No, it wasn't that one. It was much further away than here. I came across a distress signal, and that distress signal brought me to this thing. And, oh, wow, it looks so... I'm sorry, Rogue One, but it does look a lot better. It looks so much more sleek. It looks faster, and even better than that. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering correctly. Yes, it does have 24 slots, which is one slot more than our current ship does. Although it is filled mostly with upgrades, I'm not exactly going to complain, but I do think we're probably going to get rid of a couple of these. I think the phase beam has been serving us well so far, so I'm going to stick with that and probably get rid of some of the photon cannon upgrades. That being said, we're going to fill them back up with probably more shield upgrades. We'll see how this goes. There's going to have to be a fair amount of time dedicated to repairing all of these broken systems. So I shall talk to you again when everything is back up and running. But while I'm doing all that, I thought I would show you a quick clip that I recorded last session but didn't record any audio for, and I completely forgot to put it into the episode. It's kind of revealing about Gek culture, shall we say. So that was interesting, considering all of the Gek that I've met so far have been nothing but pleasant and really fun to interact with. It's kind of worrying that they've got that background to them. Anyway, our ship is space-worthy, flight-worthy, but there's one small problem that I actually just realized. I just refilled my last ship's warp drive. I filled it all the way to 100%, and as you guys know, that's kind of expensive to do. So I spent a lot of resources and just basically gave it up for this ship. But fortunately, whilst I was grinding, I stumbled across a manufacturing plant, and guess what they happen to manufacture? Suspension fluid. And you would not believe how cheap it is to manufacture suspension fluid. It costs 50 carbon. So space travel, intergalactic space travel, just got a whole lot cheaper. So I'm less upset about losing all of that warp fuel. Now, I had just seen somewhere where I think we could get titanium, and that is something that we definitely need. Oh, yes, okay. The problem is, A, I hope this has titanium. B, I'm definitely going to start causing some trouble with the sentinels if I start attacking this, because that's the only way to get the titanium out. Ow, my shins. All right. Platinum. I actually still need platinum though, so we're going to go for it. Boltcaster, ready? Oh, and my inventory's full. Shoot. Okay. Well then let's start transferring stuff to the ship if there's space. I hope there is. Okay. Oh, I'm sure they're after me. Where are they, though? Oh, hey. Shoot. Okay, it looks like he's calling for backup and he's hiding behind a rock. Well, we've gotten everything we came for. Ooh, our inventory's full. I can't grab those, though. Okay, we're gonna make a run for it. Get out of here! It's not worth it. Where did I park? Shoot, there it is. Okay, and we actually need more emerald, but we're gonna have to come back if we want that emerald specifically. I can find somewhere else. Don't worry about me. Bye, guys. What do you know? I just happen to need 2. Well, I need 3 vortex cubes. All right, let's see if we can upgrade stuff first. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay. If I had the Rogue One still, I would go for demanding all of the goods, or at least a share, you know? But with our new ship, it's a lot more sleek. It seems a lot more, Paragon, for lack of a better term. So I'm gonna go with... I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna turn you in. Aeration membrane sigma. That sounds fancy. User is able to swim underwater for extended period. This is fantastic. Okay, I'm really glad I have that, and I'm really glad it's actually rather cheap. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. There seems to be iridium. Ha! Oh, you know what? I guess there must have been a deposit here that came up above the surface, but because this base was generated on top of it, it kind of leveled it into the ground. That's kind of interesting. I'll need to keep an eye out for that at future bases. Are those more vortex cubes? Why are they just dotted around all over the planet? It's like they grow here. I need to remember this place. Memories imbued into the rock long ago by the ancient Gek channel into my brain. I recoil, but am compelled to somehow understand. Through time and space, the first spawn endures, eternally, ever watchful, unyielding over its dominion. Each foe will be crushed. Only the Gek will remain. You see what I mean? These guys are freaking scary. I'm really curious as to how the Gek went from basically that, what we're learning of them, to the creatures that they are now, that we perceive now. Somebody's in my parking spot. Hey, what are you doing? Well, at the least you could maybe trade with us? Yes? No? Hopefully you've got a dynamic resonator, and hopefully you've got all of the other parts that I need. But then again, that might be hoping for a lot. I'll settle for the dynamic resonator. Ooh. A black market, so to speak. It's very interesting that you would have a trading post, like an off-market trading post, to one which is just over there. Why would anybody stop here? Unless you've got something valuable, I hope. Just give me the dynamic resonator. That's all I want. Yes! One dynamic resonator, please. Alright, you don't have anything else I need, but I'm not going to complain. Ladies and gentlemen, we are space capable. We now should be able to... There we go. Are these... Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3 vortex cubes. 2 more makes 5, 6, 7... What? 8? 8 vortex cubes. Did I count that? Is that 9? Is that 9 vortex cubes in this one tiny little area? How? What do you even need that for? I've got 3 because... Well, I need it for 1 upgrade, but I'm half tempted to just take them even though I don't have the inventory space. Great thing about parking on top of a hill. It's really quick to get down when you use your jetpack. The bad thing about parking on top of a hill, it's going to be a bit tedious getting back up to that ship. Aw, man. Alright, so we fixed our ship up almost completely. In fact, I think we only have one more upgrade to fix up, which is Deflection Enhancement Tau, if I remember correctly. Yes, that's the only one that's still broken. I deleted a bunch, as you can see, and I've also added Deflection Enhancement Theta, so in a way that kind of makes up for that. We should be at about the same shield strength as we were in Rogue One, in our last ship, and we're almost as powerful so far in terms of our phase beam, because we had a +4 instead of a +3, although our cooldown is a lot better because now we have a +2 instead of +1. So I think it kind of balances out, though I am still going to be striving for that +4 bonus. It just means kind of scavenging a little bit. Not scavenging, but shopping around, because the only way I know how to get those materials is by, well, traders. Anyway, let's see what this place has got in store for us. Flickering emblems appear on the stone. Although I do not recognize the language, somehow I can read of the history of this strange planet and the Gek who once resided here. The foul scent of the Gek cannot be opposed. The first spawn commands all it surveys. We are masters of the stars. Our rule shall endure eternally. The vy'keen and Korvax cower and despair at our name. Really? The vy'keens cower at you guys? I'm not so sure I believe that. They are quite the militaristic race. I feel like somebody is making stuff up. Maybe they're kind of embellishing their history a little bit just to make them seem a little bit better and a little bit more imposing. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Speaking of what you guys think, I think it's time to finally head up to the stars. We've upgraded a fair amount, and I think we're space worthy right now. So we're gonna go up there and we're gonna go on to the next system. And you guys have let me know that you want me to look more into what the Atlas is, kind of get a little bit more of that backstory in my system. So that's what we're gonna do. It's fair enough. I mean, there are two main choices. There's go towards the center of the universe, or find out what this mysterious Atlas is. And yeah, who can resist a good mystery? Plus, if I ever do want to go towards the center of the galaxy again, then I did actually revisit the space anomaly. It appeared in this system, so I went on board, I talked to them, and told me to reveal where a black hole was. And that is essentially going to be a shortcut towards that direction. It's not going to get me all the way there, it's just going to get me a little bit further than my basic hyperdrive can. And there it is, letting me know where the black hole is. That's actually pretty close. Okay, well, we're going to be heading in the other direction first, towards the Atlas interface, but it's nice to know that we can come back this way and take a little bit of a shortcut to make up for all of these lost jumps, so to speak. Ooh, this is a pretty system. Purple. I like the purple. I also like the ships. But is there anything that's worth keeping us here besides the aesthetics? Abandoned building detected. Not so sure about that. We're gonna visit the space station because we know we can get another inventory slot from those guys. But aside from that, and perhaps hopefully getting some of those materials that we need to upgrade, I think we're just gonna jump straight into the next system. Korvax entity scared. Other words, scared. No, please. And then another word, and then please. Oh, okay. I insist that I come in peace, maybe? I startled the electronic life form from its work. It greets me politely, but when it sees my boltcaster, it starts to vibrate with fear. The entity's voice quavers. Quavers or quivers? And its mask slowly turns to a single dilated red light. It clearly wants to get back to its research, but is too terrified to take its gaze away from me. The more I try to calm it, the poor thing convulses with fear. I'm gonna leave it alone, because it says the more I try and calm it, it convulses with fear, so leaving it alone seems like the good thing to do. I received something that will help with my journey. Awesome! What is it? What? Radiation Deflector Sigma. Hazard protection. User is shielded from radiation damage. Greatly reduces user peril during the exploration of irradiated worlds. Is this for my ship or is this for me? I'm assuming it's for me. That's pretty awesome. Hold on, let's take a look. Do I have room? Yes, it is for me. That's perfect. Ooh, that's actually really tempting as well. We'll have to see. I'm gonna wait until I get maybe 1 or 2 more inventory slots. I've got a lot, but as you can tell, they kind of go really quickly. But once I've gotten a few more slots, then I'll start upgrading myself a bit more again. Oh, so I worked out what the deal was with those Atlas passes. Essentially, you just need the one pass on you, and it's a reusable pass. It's not like the bypass chips at all, which is what I was assuming. Because when you use a bypass chip, unfortunately, it gets consumed anytime you use it. It's a little bit of a bummer, but I'm glad to hear the Atlas passes aren't the same, even though they're actually pretty cheap to use, or to make. Alright, it doesn't look like anybody has anything that I need here, so that means on to the next system. And we're essentially just going to keep doing that until we get to the Atlas interface. Ow. Ow. Why? Oh, okay, the trader's been expecting me. It points to itself, opens its arms wide, and beams pleasantly. It then points to me and mimes its concern for my safety, then pecks at my exosuit, indicating that it can make my journey more bearable. I'm gonna go with request help for planetary conditions, because I'm not having any trouble with the Sentinels at all. An exosuit technology blueprint. What is it? Oh, a sprint boost? Wait, what is it? Stamina enhancement. Okay. Alright, that sounds good to me. I'm okay with this. And I can afford it as well. I'm in the wrong part. Okay, this is somewhat of a slight detour, but I figured this might actually be worth it to stop by one of the manufacturing facilities, because the last time I stopped by here, I learned how to make suspension fluid from carbon. Ooh, hang on, what is that? Is that? It's titanium! Okay. Keep an eye out for gold crystals coming out of the ground. Good to know. That's what I need to look for titanium. Anyway, I've also learned the last time I got here, the Sentinels don't bother you if you use a grenade on the door, and the grenade takes care of it instantaneously. Alright, ooh, alarms are going off. What do we gotta do? What have we gotta fix? All systems have stalled. Warning lights blink on and off. The vaults that usually store uncommon elements mined on planets have run low. Vaults that usually... Okay, well, clearly we need to put uncommon into there. So, let's try and grab some from our ship. Thamium. There we go. And try that now. I mean, that's my best guess because it's saying that uncommon elements have run low. Ooh, look. Low power, uncommon isotope. I'm hoping that word means needed. So, fingers crossed that I don't blow it up. Yes! What do we get? Power gel. Convenient and optimized power storage unit used in a wide variety of weapon and life support systems, easily constructed from common isotopes. Okay, good to know. So I guess it's kind of like those power packs that we've been picking up occasionally, even though personally I don't prefer those. If I'm honest, I really don't, because well, it takes up more space than say a full stack of platinum. Okay, I think I have enough titanium now. Do I? Yes! No! Oh, almost pressed dismantle. Okay, repair. We now have a +3 to shields. That makes us even better than our last ship, with the exception of our beam impact. That's the next thing on my list, guys. Alright, so we made one more jump, found a space anomaly, so I think I'm gonna visit those guys. But also, let's take a quick look at how far away, or how far we need to go still. 1, 2, 3, 4 more jumps. Are there even any planets? Okay, there's one planet here. There's an anomaly. I know there's an anomaly. It was right in front of my face when I got here. Alright, let's take a look at the anomaly. But unfortunately, I don't think I've got enough time today to actually reach the Atlas interface. Hello? Okay, are you the same people as before? It looked like the same people. Do I get a name? Priest Entity Nada. That's the same name we were given last time. And you... I don't remember your name. I'm sorry. You are Polo. Actually, that rings up... You two are the same. Are you just... I can't say you're following me because you're getting around a lot faster than I am. Or is this... Units this, units that. A strange, sad way to live life, eh? Fill your pockets with them. We'll find out why they make all these worlds go round. Transmit wealth data. My fear that Polo would seize my units proves unfounded. Instead, they stare briefly at an incomprehensible graph, then... Oh! And then he gave me stuff. Homing bolt adapter. Boltcaster rounds trace and follow target movement. What? You have not let me down so far, sir. Actually, the last upgrade you gave me was a little bit lame, but that one was great. We had the Atlas Pass. We had one that I've already forgotten. Can we still keep talking to you? Let's see. What else can we get from you? Always more to do. Oh yes, but not just now, friends. Go, be free, see the stars. Ah. Okay, so we could spend a fair amount of money to get some tech. I'm tempted by ship tech, except I'm very particular, just because there's the off chance that we could get a new warp drive. That's what I'm looking for right now. But the problem is there's so much else that we could get, especially considering the stuff that we already have. 20,000 credits isn't that much. Let's go for ship tech. Go further. Go faster. See it all. Deflection enhancement sigma already known. I paid you that much for some... Never mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What have you got for us, Nada? Corvex convergence crave non-compliant Nada shell. Convergence illogical. Traveler data conclusion irresistible? I am reading that correct. Galaxy shape, size, distribution error. Explore more. So, I believe if I resume Path of the Atlas that he's going to give me the exact same location that I'm going to. I've already asked for a shortcut to the center, and I feel like if I go for that, he'll direct me back to the same black hole. Let's go with resources to aid exploration. Oh, technology. I already knew this technology. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Alright, I'm gonna go check out this space station, see if I can get some of the materials required for some upgrades that I've been looking forward to. But unfortunately, that's all I've got time for today because, well, I think upgrading the ship and fixing it up took a lot of time, just gathering the resources needed. It took a lot longer than I had originally anticipated. I thought I'd be done in like 15 minutes tops. Instead, it took me about an hour. But next time, we are going to get to that Atlas interface and we are going to discover something. I don't know. I feel like something's going to happen. I guess we'll see. I'll see you next time, guys.